Hi, guys. Hello. So I am live via YouTube and TikTok at the same time. Hey, because it's really hard to go from one side to the other, and I hate repeating myself. So it's like, let's just do this all at the same time. Yeah. So there you have it. Now, some of you that are on YouTube, you're not on my TikTok. So a lot of the stuff that I post, hi Tira, a lot of the stuff that I post over on TikTok, I can't post it over on YouTube and then vice versa. I'm just like so over social media for real, for real. Oh, this is not my place. I'm just here until I finish school. Then I'm gonna move for real. But thank you. My cousin does have a beautiful home. She does. Okay, so here's the tea. On TikTok, I pinned it, I posted it that I needed your email and your name, and I didn't get a lot of those. So there's that. You'll need to email me that if you want to know what everybody else will know for tomorrow. So there's that. And then some folks over here on TikTok didn't do that either. So if you're on TikTok, you need to message me your name and your email tonight. Yeah. And if you're on YouTube, um, then email. The email is at the top of the post. Yeah. Mm. Now, there are a lot of people that did give their stuff. You'll need to check your email. It came from internetfamilyreunion@gmail.com. So there's that. So I posted 4 clips of the live that I did yesterday in reference to Emmanuel Acho. It's been interesting sifting through my DM. There have been some people who responded in reference to Black people in this country finally waking up. There was that. Then, if you didn't get it, I said, some of you have sent it. I haven't sent it out yet. If you gave me your email, you're going to get it. Don't worry. If you didn't give me an email, so I'm going to address all of the things that came through my inbox. So definitely keep tapping the screens on both channels. So here we go. For the gentleman who decided to come on my post and say, basically in a summed up sentence, that legacy Black Americans are finally paying attention to who's really for us and who's not, I will say this to you. Be mindful of how you criticize and are judgmental of people who live in this country, and how we respond to things, and at which point we decide to say something or make our thought process public knowledge. We live in a country that is continuously criminalizing, marginalizing, and isolating us for free thought and free speech. Oh, well, Kiera, they opened the can of worms, so allow me to step on them. None of us can shit what the other person eats. So at whatever time we decide to speak and share how we think, it is not okay for somebody to come behind you with a backhanded comment and tell you it's about time. You don't know where people live, what they are going under, what they deal with, where they work. what type of licensures they hold. But the point of the matter is this: anytime any of us stand up and speak in protection or defense of our people in our community, we do not need one of our own to come in with, well, it's about time. Who the fuck are you? And unless you walked across the bridge with anybody prior to 1968, I'm gonna need you to have several seats. Uh, Several. Now, normally, I don't really speak on much of anything because, again, I can't shit what somebody else eat, and I don't really give a damn what other people are saying. If it carries some value, then I tuck it in my mental Rolodex and I keep it pushing. If not, then it's over my head. But what I will not stand by and not speak on is when people who look like me attack other people who look like me with no justification, no cause, just random rage baiting, clickbaiting, being ignorant, mold, and empower the community and the people they belong to. And at which time Emmanuel Acho decided to open up his mouth. Angel Reese, Sha'Carri Richardson, Shador Sanders, Shiloh Sanders, Simone Biles. The list goes on. There are a lot of positive young Black people in this country who, through narrative and the face of their people in their community, and the idea that journalists that look like us will use their platform to attack unjustifiably without merit or reason, well, I'm gonna call a thing a thing. Because see, Emmanuel Acho, your behavior creates the very trauma. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. I didn't even know how long we was out that y'all couldn't see me over there. There's no telling. I probably will not be here tomorrow when I go when I go live for the game. I hate the reception out here. I'll check in a minute, Tara. If I go to my email, then you ain't gonna be able to see me on here. And like I said, I'm getting real bored with social media, period. Like ever since the orange toddler came into existence again, everything in our world is just no, not yet, Black. I'm just at my cousin's. Well, what's happening tomorrow is not gonna be on TikTok nor YouTube. That's why I had to send you your email. Yeah, I saw the injury report. Hey, Rochelle. Well, that's why I said to you guys 2 days ago when we were having a conversation about the energy and stuff, that's not surprising. Kevin Stefanski is on his way out. He's gonna do a whole lot of stuff. That's what he does. I'm not surprised at all. Shador doesn't care. Since Shador has played college football, he has always had to deal with A little of this, not a lot of that. Let's make it work. So there's that. Because Kevin is a crybaby. Kevin Stefanski is on his way out. Let me tell you something about narcissists. Narcissists must always feel like they are the ones navigating and in control, even when they are not. So it is very apparent that Andrew Barry or Jimmy Haslam or whoever has given him directives, because there's a whole lot of things that are going on we clearly know are not Kevin Stefanski's choice. So he is opting to utilize whatever little power he has. So if that means he can't control what happens as far as Shador playing, then he will affect everyone else that's playing around Shador. But the thing of it is that Shador is accustomed to that. He is accustomed to having to adjust. And he goes into it with the mindset that I can't rely on what I don't have. I will have to capitalize on what I do. Not yet. Not a new coach yet. And for those of us that support Shador along with any of the other nephews, um, it's really important that we channel our energy and our mindset and shift from moving in a place of defense and anger, and channel that energy into support and encouragement. Because one thing that people who like Kevin Stefanski they like to see people upset, up in arms, non-focused on what is really important. 4.5 weeks ago, we were really angry because we felt like Shador was not getting an opportunity to play. And all we all kept saying unanimously is give him a chance. It's 4.5 weeks later, and he's playing now. And every week, he outdoes what he did the week before. So if Shador is able to shift and align his thinking with the direction he wants to go in, we're the community in the village that love him and support him. Where are we in that? Why do we care about what they are doing? The only thing we should be concerned with is what Shador is doing. Quarterback coach gave us all the tea on how Shador's development has been coming along. He's the one that's handling. If we continue to go into things with this apprehension or, oh, I'm worried he's going this, I'm worried he's going to do that. Why? We pray. We say we let go and we let God. We say that we are believers. Why do we give a damn about Stefanski's? He doesn't matter in our world. Our concern was that Shador be given a chance. Our concern was that he get to play. His season of revelation and breakthrough is here now. He is breaking records. He is beginning to get his due acknowledgement and recognition. Why are any of us talking about anything except elevation? Because the energy that we radiate is what's going to gravitate back to us. That is why it is so necessary for us to have these conversations because we are human and we feel things. We get angry. We get disappointed. We get frustrated. That's and I'm not saying do not feel those things, or what I am saying is what are we putting our energy into? None of us work for the Cleveland Browns. None of us have the authority or power to control or navigate what Kevin Stefanski does. Now, we can vent and rant with each other that he's a piece of shit. We don't like him. Yeah, that is actual. We can do that. Thank you, beautiful. But as far as when he gonna get fired, why do he keep doing this? Why do we care? Shador did the hardest part of this. He went out there and he played with his hands tied behind his back and a blindfold on, and he still outdid every expectation and every bar that they drug to the ground because they didn't have much of a standard. And Shador said, no, losing is not what we're going to do. We're also going to change this morale. And even when his own teammate was a cornball and tried to come for him, he stood his ground and remained a leader and a teammate. I completely understand that we are apprehensive at times and we are the gatekeepers to even our own success and winning because so often we get within the margin and then the goalpost is moved or is shut down. I get that. But for all of you guys that on New Year's, you crack open a bowl of black eyed peas and cornbread because it's New Year's, over 500 years ago, every New Year's Eve, people that look like us ate those black eyed peas and that hot water cornbread, and they prayed to the North Star that in the morning, freedom was going to come. They did not go into it with the belief that it's a new year and we just going to be here. They ate them black eyed peas. They ate that hot water cornbread. They prayed to the North Star. They danced. They sang. They went to bed. And they woke up and hoped freedom was there. See, some of us need to go back and check out. That is exactly why you do that. Live out dreams. Some of us need to go back and check some stuff out. And we need to check. We need to check ourselves. Because we've gotten real comfortable. And we forgot the rule. It's got to be uncomfortable in order for you to get comfortable. We don't care about what's going on outside of what we're doing. What other people do, that has nothing to do with us. And you don't believe me? Is Mary Kay Cabot worried about any of us? Tony Grassi, Kevin Stefanski, any of these people who have worked so diligently to try to dismantle Shador Sanders. Do you think they go to bed at all thinking about what any of us think? Hell no. They wake up in the next day, well, what are we going to get into today? Meanwhile, we got our noses turned up, our asses clenched tight, we venting, we upset, we constantly sharing bullshit, rumor, memes, and stories. This baby slid to the 5th round, 144th pick. He lost millions when he got signed. They played in his face for almost 8 weeks when the regular season started. He has won Rookie of the Week, and he is a viable candidate for the Pro Bowl. What the hell do we care about Kevin Stefanski? We up. We up. Our baby is winning. Kevin Stefanski is on his way out the door. Who gives a fuck about him? Why do we care about Mary Kay, Tony Grassi, or anybody else? We need to change our mindset. And I know we've been losing for a long time, but we're winning now. We are winning. And we are winning big, straight across the board. Our babies are coming up and doing things that our grandparents, our parents, and even some of us only could dream of. And here we are. When was the last time our community was this positively embracing of everyone in it? Don't answer it, it's rhetorical. I can tell you when. Martin Luther King was still alive. Malcolm X was still alive. Mhm. We have disturbed the natural order of things in the most beautiful way. The solidarity and the coming together. You want to know how valuable something is that you have? Watch how people try to take it from you or destroy it. Those of us that love and support Shador, we don't do nothing. We regular working people. Love football. Love seeing the young folks do something positive, but they can't stand his fan base. They can't stand us. Did you all ever ask yourselves why? Did you ever ask yourselves why? It's not because we out here policing these internet streets. It's because Black men are in these groups with Black women and they're not calling us bitches and hoes. And if you come in here and you disrespect one of us, they will come for your neck. They are angry because Black women are not up at arms with each other. We on planes, trains, and automobiles, staying in hotel rooms together, planning trips, making t-shirts, making sure the kids are good. Did you ask yourself why this bothers them so? Well, here, let me tell you why. Because it's no longer divided. We're not up at arms against each other. There's a whole lot of love, respect, support, encouragement, and line dancing. Shador ain't said anything wrong to anybody. He hasn't done anything but play some football and stand 10 toes flat on what he's doing. And everybody said, you know what? I like it. So cold with it, we calling each other family. Auntie, uncle, cousin. Oh, they're big mad. Then we added another layer to it. You can't talk crazy about them. They tried to disrespect Angel, and the uncles and aunties came for them. They tried to do the same thing with Sha'Carri, and we came for them. Simone, Shador. Just look at it. Is anybody upset about the folks that followed Jackson Dart? Baker Mayfield? No, because that's a given. It should be that way. But not us. Not us. Aren't we tired of that same old narrative? I am. I don't like being angry all the time. No. So I would like to see us shift with that. We've had a lifetime of disappointments. We've had a lot of things taken from us. We've had a lot of bad things happen to us. But maybe it's time that we go back and revisit our ancestors because ain't nobody had it harder than the folks who were here the first 400 years of our presence in this country. We've had it bad. We ain't had it that bad. And if they could find a reason to believe that change was coming, that freedom was coming, what's our excuse? All this foolishness that's going on around us, how you know that some of the people walking around us wasn't sent here divinely to do what they do? Because the change has arrived. God grants us everything we want. The only thing is, He doesn't tell you how He's gift wrapping and sending it to you. And I know it's a lot of folks in this live and on YouTube that you're believers and you believe the resurrection was real and you believe that He's coming back. Do you, though? What if this is our test run? What if this is God's way of saying, are they really ready? No, no, no. Because we don't have any problem in being angry, and we do have a problem accepting win. We don't do so well when we winning. We still be looking for. We have lived in this country over 500 years. We are the descendants and the fruit of what came before us. And all these gifts and intelligence, because my God, today, we are gifted. Oh, we are gifted. And all of that, do you really think that it's just going to keep on going and going? The baby said it out of his mouth. I'm going to change the culture. I listen to what God tells me. He's telling us. He's telling us. And we still, I mean, just stop me if I'm lying, because I know I heard what I heard at the press conference. That's what he said. Who is Sean King? Why are we listening to Sean King? See what I'm talking about? But that's the same Sean King that's gonna send you an email telling you to send him some money so he can continue to fight. Who you fighting for, bruh? Who you fighting for? It's not us. So we don't need to listen to him either. He's a clown. When I tell y'all that I'm so tired of not being on the high end and high vibration of things, and I'm patient and I'm empathetic and compassionate, and I understand that there's a lot of things that we got to undo, but I'm right here in the moment, and right here in the moment says we up. We so up, we got everybody in a chokehold. They don't know what to do. So they do what they do best. They lie. Meanwhile, while they doing all of that, we over here working and planning and doing stuff that is representative of us being up. They're not showing the tally for the Pro Bowl. You just have to keep voting. That part right there, Shelby. So for everybody, whether it's Shador, your baby, the kids that you see on Friday night or Saturday morning, let's channel our energy there. Let's channel our energy into each other. We in a moment right now where we get to smile and be proud. And as you clearly can see, the harder Shador works, the better he becomes, the harder the adversaries come for him. Now, I don't know about everybody else, but at one point or another, we have all felt the burden of I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm being a good person, and they still coming at me. And you know what that feels like when it's just you. Can you imagine on a global scale what that feels like? I can't. I can just tell you about what it feels like at the job, in my family, with my friends. The stuff, I share with y'all. That's about as far as it goes. But I don't have an entire world watching me, picking me apart. His dad is at Colorado dealing from his surgery. So there's that. His dad is in recovery. His mom is there with him, being supportive and still doing what it is that she does professionally. Her work. There's that. He's got a younger sister who is off at school working and being a star basketball player. He's got an older sister who is battling her own situation postpartum, raising a brand new little boy, dealing with a breakup and the aftershock of all of that. One of his oldest brothers is no longer in the football league, regrouping and still having to deal with legal issues. And then there's Bucky, who is the quintessential brother who is all over the globe supporting all of his siblings and his parents. And all of this is going on while Shador is working at keeping his position on the team. I think he needs as much positive energy as he can get. Yes. Yes. Because be very clear, everybody don't look like what they going through, but that doesn't mean they're not going through something. And the strongest people that you think can handle things, those are the people we need to hold up the most. Kevin Stefanski and all of these assholes, they don't deserve any of our energy at all. None of it. Went all the way to Cleveland. Went all the way to Cleveland with the other aunties. Mary Kay got all this stuff to say, her thoughts, her opinions, or whatever. Can I tell you who we didn't see on the sideline when we were there? Tony Grassi wasn't down there neither. So there's that. So you can always tell if I was on here and I was shaking my ass or I was talking about whose husband I've been, trying to sleep with or whatever. If I was talking about anything um that didn't have any any substance whatsoever, none of this would happen. When I don't know. YouTube and TikTok, they can count their days as far as I'm concerned with me being on here. Because I ain't getting ready to eat. Yes, I do. Lovely. I do. Freedom and the ability to do some other things because this ain't that